Yo, Xenu, and everyone else tuning in today. Welcome! We'll be playing Rabbit of Fortune. Trials and Tribulations? No, that's an X3 game. Something and Tribulations. It doesn't matter. Let's continue. Let me know if the sound is fine, as usual. And we'll hop directly into the story with the Year of the Pig music, even though this is going to be Year of the Rabbit playthrough during the Year of the Dragon. But yeah, this is going to be a three-parter, so we can complete it as per usual for every year. The New Year's story is quite short, so let's hop right in. Just like a rabbit. Hop, hop, hop. Look mildly. So I was actually practicing the voice lines for the event, all the characters featured in this event, and then I only realized like 2 seconds there I used the filter for the current Year of the Dragons event. So I might not be ready to actually voice a bunch of whoever's featured in Year of the Rabbit. Who even knows? The wailing of a child rings out, audible even amongst the crashing of the waves. Yo, King! Thank you, you're here, but welcome, welcome. Most important person indeed. Make way for the King. A young white rabbit. What might you be doing here? Those are pretty awful sniffs. The young rabbit only replies with more tears and sniffles, yet the man is patient and understanding, sitting quietly by his side. After a while, the young rabbit lifts his head, surprised to find the man a little closer to him than expected.
I'm a rabbit from a distant land, and I've long dreamed of coming to this larger land I saw across the street. One day, an idea came to me as to how I could traverse the waves, and so I said...
Oh, please, continue. I want to hear your story. Very thespian, this impression.
I said to my fearsome shark friends that I've been wondering about something. I've been wondering just how many of them there were there. Perhaps I could jump from one to another and count them out. I asked them to get in a single file line, stretching between the islands I'm from and this one. Well, by the time I made it to shore on this side, I was so happy that I couldn't help but divulge that it was all a ruse. As soon as the sharks heard that, they became enraged and did this to me. My beautiful fluffy fur has been violently plucked away, and the harsh breeze now stings my skin so. It's all my fault. I've done such terrible thing. I deceived my shark friends and made them so mad.
The young rabbit lowers his head and starts crying again, punctuated by a few sniffles. I see. Oh, first things first, young rabbit. Let's mend those wounds of yours. You do feel remorse for what you've done, no? You regret having deceived your friends? If so, then I'd say your red, blistered flesh is punishment enough. Besides which, I do so hate to see others in such pain. Wash your body in the river and cover the ground with bulrush flowers. It would do you some good to lie there and rest a bit.
Wait, are you leaving?
The young rabbit's eyes fill with worry. The forest is quiet and peaceful, but simply being alone is enough to cause him great anxiety. The man looks away for a moment, then looks back and stretches his arms out towards the rabbit, popping his shoulders for a dramatic effect. You know what? Carrying this every year is rather exhausting. Perhaps this is a good spot for a respite as any. You wouldn't mind if I joined you here for a spell, would you, little rabbit?
Please, do!
The lush greenery softens the vibrant sunlight, gifting the two a shady and comfortable, if not slightly awkward, time of rest. The young rabbit feels compelled to ask why the man is being so kind to him, but hesitates. Head shrugs. Rabbit was doing a trolling YouTube short. No. Let's not bring Jet Alpha or Z into this. Yet, as if the man had somehow inferred the inquiry in the young rabbit's mind, he smiles knowingly and turns his gaze up toward the blue sky. I'm not doing anything extraordinary, you know. It's only natural to be concerned for those who are in distress. I simply cannot bring myself to ignore a cry for help, particularly after linking a face and personality with the voice. With a pure, compassionate look in his eyes, the man gives the young rabbit a little pat on the head. I really had best be off now, though. You, on the other hand, should stay right here and rest until your wounds are healed. Don't you worry. The guardian of this forest and the surrounding lands is very kind. You'll be safe here.
Oh, wait! Please! Don't go! Master!
With a determined look on his face, the young rabbit produces what appears to be a wooden board from some hidden pocket in his fur. He then begins chanting upon it. Suddenly, one of his few remaining white hairs falls off his body and begins fluttering about, scribing symbols of light in the air. What is this?
Fortune slip. It spawns for me. I'm Inaba. I can tell fortunes relating to the ties that bind us. That's what you're saying. The Ort says that you'll be well accompanied in your coming travels. That means there's a very good relationship to be made in your future. Yes, I'm very sort of sure of that. Maybe.
Oh, how wondrous. That's very reassuring. Though it may be somewhat troubling as well, given the circumstances.
Troubling? How so?
Well, I've already formed great bonds on this journey. I'd incur jealousy and spite from others if I wished for some more. I must thank you, though, gentle young rabbit. Those words strike a chord somewhere deep within Inaba. The smile that accompanies them is barely visible to him through his tears. Aww. Yo, Runa, welcome. The young rabbit swears to himself that he'll one day cross paths with this kind soul again. This is the story of how Inaba encountered Onamuchi, the man who would come to rule Takamagahara for a time. The same man who would be enthroned in the underworld after the events of Kuniyuzuri, or transfer of the land, and become known as Okinunushi in years later. Kuniyuzuri. I don't think I've ever heard of an explicit mention of the event that caused the falling of Daikoku in his rule of Takamagahara and transfer over to Matarasu, but nice to know we have a name for it. I might look it up later. That's a nice sound effect. First time, very diligent of you. New Year's Eve, nighttime, during the very last moments of the departing year. Treasure ship? Well, at least wait until the news starts. I think this is the first stream, not the last.
A successful surprise! Now that's how you make an entrance!
I don't recognize that voice. Doesn't sound like Benten or Guru. Sounds like a child, actually. Oh no, he's a child. All my hopes and dreams are ruined.
That is so nice to finally be able to see you. Oh, though I'm sorry if you can't see me because of the illumination. Please, forgive me. I can't quite seem to get the lighting on the ship right. Oh my god, it's Inaba! He's cute. My name is Inaba. Inaba, the White Rabbit. I've come to Tokyo from Takamagahara to find someone I once regarded as my master.
A former master? You traveled here to find this person.
That's right! And to accomplish this task, I thought I might seek some assistance from a new master. I've made arrangements to meet this new master, but, well, I'm in a bit of a pickle. I'm having a little trouble finding him, you see. Tokyo's a difficult city to navigate. Especially Shinjuku. It's truly labyrinthine. Lost count of how many times I have to ask the station staff for directions.
Okay. It is easy to get lost in Tokyo, but I think we're getting off track.
My apologies. I got carried away with my story. Bottom line. And, well, this is hard for me to say. But I'm working part-time at a particular shrine, and if you're not too busy, could you come find me there instead?
Sure. Let's see what I can do, I guess.
Now, with your permission, I'd like to ring in New Year with the fortune for my new master.
A single ray of light beams towards you from the treasure ship, and flying out from it, a neatly folded fortune slip like the kind you get from a shrine wends its way into your hands. So, you need a new master to look for your master. Kind of a weird thing to say to a stranger. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why he selected us, but maybe he's been trying to find different people randomly in dreams, and we're the first one to agree. So this is my fortune then? This is also mysterious.
It's the product of my rule. I call it the rabbit fortune. It's very effective. My former master had long touted its efficacy. Probably. Now, if you would, please unfurl the fortune. I pray that you're blessed with favorable affairs. Hop, hop, and away!
I see. So you had a particularly curious dream on New Year's Eve night then. Fuck, what does the golden recipe sound like? I don't get what any of that is supposed to signify, but anyone should behold such a glorious dream. It's my master. A treasure ship, huh? Well, you'll be my partner if you didn't dream big.
So this person comes to you in a dream and begs you to come find them. To what end, I wonder?
It startled me too. It was very vivid. I'd been a lucky omen a day later. To be honest, I only learned that a treasure ship in the first dream of the year is considered a sign of good fortune. Ain't that any treasure ships thought to have some kind of symbolic meaning from where you're from, Goonbugsky? Well, they are brilliant to behold, but they call to mind violent combat due to their constant targeting and marauder raids. Really? Marauders would hardly be a problem at all for the crew of the one treasure ship we know of. I wonder who the rabbit is, though. Did Benton's crew take on a new member, maybe? As we know from Unfurl the Sails, the Golden Treasure Ship is actually the ship that Benton and her, 7 lucky gods took. I mean, she only passively mentioned it as if we were supposed to know it, but I think that was the deal. She went on a cruise with a bunch of other lucky gods. I can't imagine they would. They've always proudly promoted themselves as a group of 7, although Benton is the sort of person I could see hiring a new ship hand for one esoteric reason or another, I suppose.
How rock and roll is that? A new member for New Year. A cute white rabbit will look great on a thumbnail too.
Nice imagination. 100%. I could hear her saying that. So, are you going to try to go see the rabbit that's come to you in your dreams? Well, I can't ignore this. The treasure ship is calling me. I'm honored to know the one I serve is so passionate. Though I must insist, I'm a better mount than any ship could ever be.
Goonbugsy, you're really pushing this whole ride me attitude this year, huh?
By the way, you mentioned receiving a fortune slip in your dream, right? What did it say? Anything good? Yuto's question brings back to your mind last night's dream in surprisingly vivid detail. Yes, it is.
That's set full speed with a mouthful of bread, and rounding the bend, you'll have tied a new thread.
Is that the fortune? That can't be the fortune. That's the fortune.
Excuse me?
Does that even constitute a fortune?
It's like a riddle, bearing a few, if any, repercussions and delivering no warnings.
I've heard of a stroking lucky little rabbit's foot, but partner, are you sure this rabbit ain't just pulling your leg? Would someone really go through all the trouble of appearing in a dream on a treasure ship just for a prank, though? Well, can't hurt to give it a try. I'm feeling lucky today. Oh, Master! Your racing form is truly glorious and impeccable. Well, the fortune did say to run with a mouthful of bread, so here, have a dinner roll. You just have dinner rolls on you. Freshly baked, no less. Is that like emergency bread? I was going to visit the shrine today, and I figured there'd be a line, so I brought some snacks for the devils. Alright, you've got bread in your mouth, so all that's left is a dash. Ready! 3, 2, 1, go! We're gonna be late for school until we get hit by a truck. Okay, I'm going to turn left here. Looks like I can make it right here. No turn, just keep on going forward. Very strange options. Turn on the corner already, damn it! No turn, just keep going forward. Okay, we have to take a turn. Celebrity dodge! What the fuck is this sequence? My goodness, I never expected to almost bump into you here. How wonderful. Quite the fortuitous start to the year in the truest sense. Allow me to show you how much I appreciate this meeting. Name your award. Coin? Sorry, celebrities do not keep pocket change. But I will be sure to have my people deliver some to you later, along with an elephant and an escort of dancers. This rich motherfucker. And Inaba missed before he met Onamuchi. Inaba first met with his brothers, and they told him to wash in salt water and draw in the wind, which was painful. But Onamuchi came to help him. I wonder if that's in reference to the sharks that he ended up meeting. But I didn't realize that Inaba actually had a intrinsic connection with Daikoku. Well, I guess it makes sense. They wouldn't just make up some sort of fictional, nonsensical interaction between them. I may be making my bodyguard a bit jealous by always acting so familiar with you. Nothing, if you'll excuse me. Well, his bodyguard is just him, I'm pretty sure. Amazing. The fortune actually came true, huh? Was the fortune involving taking a corner turn? I didn't pay attention to the fortune carefully enough, apparently. I wonder if you can scroll up far enough. It's probably too far, but we'll give it a try. Yeah, it's too far. Dang. Really? My kid's ability to bring people together is legit. Trust me, I'm a good judge there. Besides, how rock and roll is that? A new member for a new year. A cute white rabbit will look great on something else too. She got read so hard. Now I am truly spooked, for Keiko foretold the line she would speak, word for word. At a certain shrine in Taito, where joyous laughter cuts through the constant murmur from the crowd of New Year's visitors. Deep in the shrine specified by Inaba, as chance would have it, you quickly spot Ben 10 and the rest of the treasure ship's crew. And I told you, Ben 10, visions of treasure ships on New Year's Eve is just going a little bit overboard. I'll quit your whining. Good on you, Ben 10. You really got people to come. I wasn't about to use a ship for just some parlor chick. Besides, that little rabbit really needed to find someone. So you really did call me in my dreams. Go to set the taxi now. We didn't know you were the one we needed to contact there, then. A treasure ship can sail from gene to gene, but only that little young rabbit who took the helm knew where to steer it. Couldn't you have sent a text message after learning the person you were looking for was Addisonzo? Huh? Yeah, it's nice to see Hote. This is the first time I'm actually voicing him, and I am a big fan of his voice. Very loud and boisterous. Didn't think of that, did ya? That's just the details. I mean, can you imagine me being so crass as to send a text in the middle of the night? I certainly can. Don't you remember all those times you dragged me to karaoke after midnight? Oh, shush you. I love our chemistry. We get along great. So, where is this young rabbit then? Inababa, I believe was his name. About that, he's still on the clock, so to speak. Would you mind waiting just a little bit longer for introductions? I guess that shouldn't be a problem. Tell you what, we haven't done your shrine visit yet, right? Well, let me show you around the place then. Come on. What? Well, we just got here. Can't I at least have some of these snacks before we move on? Benton's already set her mind on it, so good luck getting her to change her course now. Bon voyage! You're coming too, you vagrant! What? No! Don't drag me out into that line! I hate standing around in the cold! I think it's pretty funny. Even knowing what to expect, it's still surprising to see just how crowded the shrines can get on New Year's Day. Looking away from the shrine grounds, you spot another large crowd of people who seem to be waiting in line for something else. There is a line over there too. Is there another shrine that way? I wouldn't think so, but that line is just as long as this one. What are they queuing for, Benton? That's all the people who want their fortunes told. The fortune slips you can draw here are famously super accurate. Benton being the queen she is, no, she's not a queen. She's a lot better than a queen. she's a rebel. Down with democracy, down with the hierarchy, right? There's no way she'd be a queen. She's down with that. A line to draw for fortune slips? That many people? Are they really that accurate? Or is it like Yasuhiro, 100% accurate 30% of the time? Shouldn't be a huge surprise. Aren't most people in Tokyo super into having their fortunes told? It's a universal desire, I think. There are similar traditions in other worlds, including the Land of Wa and Takamagahara. Benton is a menace on legs. Pretty much. Visit a shrine and... I really need to work on Moritaku's voice.
Visit a shrine and draw fortune slip on New Year's. I remember doing the same with my dog Yoshiro back home.
Gotta get in line to visit the shrine, only to get in another line to draw a fortune slip. That's too much. Can't we just pick one or the other, Shiro? Shrine or fortune slip? One's enough, right? You must know there's a profound meaning to doing both, Kinko. They're deeply connected. They are. Visiting a shrine on New Year's means making a vow that you'll better yourself in some way over the coming year. And the fortune strip you draw advises you on how to achieve that goal, or warns you about things to look out for along the way. Oh, so you mean it doesn't just tell you if the coming year is gonna be good one or not? I can't speak for how every shrine does it, but in my experience, it's always been more like a breakdown of one's destiny. It's intended to convey whether luck is on your side for the year, or whether you should expect and plan for the worst. But much of it's open to interpretation, and some see negative results as proof that things can only get better, not worse. And the point is, it's all on how you take it. You can believe whatever you want. So basically, everything's up in the air and nothing means a damn thing. What? That's just how fortunes are. Good or bad, it's all a matter of perspective. You guys' fortune slips can cover a lot. Romance, interpersonal relations, always with advice on how to proceed. Right? They really do go into detail on all sorts of personal matters. Best to read them carefully and take them to heart. I can see why people devote themselves to this event. I shall go see what the advice I can receive in regard to serve my master. Good. Glad you finally caught on. Now, how about you go and buy me a cup of hot coffee as paid for my expository services? Line's super long, so I'm gonna need a real pick-me-up to get through it. But you'll need some too, I bet. Is this Sote again? Hot drinks! Yeah, your hot drinks here! I guess he really does serve drinks straight up. Maybe later. I'll have some of your hot organic fluids, Ote, directly in my mouth. There's Toji in his shrine skin again. Pardon the intrusion. My name is Toji Sakimori. I'm a student of Master Hogan's. I'll be serving as the shrine's interim priest for the day. Have you already made your rounds? This here's our shrine's special fortune slip. It's known as a rabbit fortune, and is believed to bear great favor towards prospective or developing relationships. You drink from a tea. Same. Please feel free to draw one from here, if you so feel inclined. Hey, Daikoku! Here to abduct some new people and sell them out in the black market. Superintendent Daikoku? Sorry about that. Not gonna lie, this was a very entertaining watch to hear, or this is entertaining to watch and hear. Glad you're enjoying it. And we are going to continue with Rapid Fortune Part 2. There's only 3 parts to this, so it's very brief. We're already only 3 minutes in, so it's gonna be done before the 2-hour mark. Maybe within 1 hour and 3 minutes. Not so bad at all. Oh yeah, the New Year's event is usually short and sweet, although oftentimes it's kind of nonsensical in terms of... Like last year we had Year of the Tiger, and it was just a bunch of random episodes visiting random tigers, and nothing really was done in the end. I mean, this probably has nothing of significance to for this present story, but at the very least, it seems there's some coherent story from beginning and to end. Ote-san! Abisu here. Benten-sama? And there's other 4, some are off screen right now. The 7 tribulations must be expunged, and the 7 blessings permitted to flourish. The 7 tribulations include the blights of the sun and stars, as well as storms, floods, fires, droughts, and theft. While the 7 blessings are comprised of long life, good fortune, respect, charity, authority, charm, and wealth. 7 transients assembled upon a treasure ship and charged with sailing from dream to dream at the start of the new year in order to facilitate these efforts. And Benten, Abisu, and Hote are among the members of the 7 lucky gods in Tokyo. An interesting group of 7. I don't think I've ever heard it before. As Benten often puts it, there was a time when they were a legendary unit, performing sold-out shows at live venues everywhere and rocking them to their very core. Oh, I guess that explains Benten's rocker background. I mean, she was kind of hinting at it in Unfurl the Sails, but I had no idea it was like a literal concert for live venues. At least that's the interpretation that they're taking in Housamo. Hey, everyone! I want to thank you all for coming to our last ever live performance. Please see our next band coming with Ifrit and Typhon next time. And Fenrir. After today, I'll just be a normie-ish Benten, but I can't stress enough how appreciative I am for all your support. Please support virtual infants! Or viral infants, rather. To the desperate lamentation of their fans, again as Benten often puts it, the band's wound up succumbing to creative differences, and its members are forced to part ways. Creative differences, huh? Among those who departed the 7 lucky gods that day was a man by the name of Daikoku. The 7 lucky gods myth is a super common thing in Japanese culture. I've heard of the 7 lucky gods briefly, but I've never actually heard of what they represent, or, you know, I suppose what fortunes they're trying to beckon in, and what vices, or whatever they call it, they're trying to shoo away. In Tokyo, however, his name, body, and rule were ultimately entrusted to another transient. This other transient is the former world representative of Takamagahara, one of the 23 other worlds connected to Tokyo. He's an elderly veteran known as Oku Ninushi, formerly known as Onomuchi. And once upon a time, this very same transient had met and formed an immediate bond with Inaba through the latter's rapid fortune slip. Nowadays, however, Oku Ninushi has elected to hide his old name whilst engaging with the people of Tokyo. He has enemies, you see, whom he cannot allow to know of his presence in his world. And so Ukununushi now lives on as Daikoku, a humble transient from another world. His secret must never come to light. His identity must never be revealed. So this was his cover as the Seven Lucky Gods. Interesting. Particularly to those indiscreet fools who know a bit too much about him. That's not a very nice view of his fellow partners. I suppose he never did bat an eye towards the Seven Lucky Gods in any reference towards the main story. He only talked about like his time as the world representative. So that's probably the only time he really cared about in the past. That ought to do it for the shrine security. Please notify the priest upon his return. My apologies for having taken time out of your busy schedule. I will now return to my duties, as my subordinates would be lost without me. Good day. Two very stern people talking to each other. Around the time Daikoku bids farewell is when visitors to the shrine begin really coming in droves. The shrine grounds are soon a veritable sea of humanity. But even despite the shrine's hectic New Year's functions, Toji and the others helping operate it finally do find some time to take a quick break.
New Year's at the shrine is no joke. I've never been anywhere near this busy before in my life. Thank you all for your hard work, Toji and Akio. No, Becky, but Inaba, next time you gotta warn us about how busy it's gonna get. Look at poor Toji here. He needs some water, quick! His nerves are so shot he's sweating like buckets, like a whole other Toji-saurus. Don't worry, sir. I prepared plenty ahead of time. Behold! There! Phew! This should be enough. Akio, don't you think? Oh, what do we need a whole bucket for? Just pour some in a cup. It's not my best prank, I'll admit, but you said buckets, so... Sorry, I'll go get a cup.
You know, it's pretty cute. I do like the prankster types, such as with both Hotei and Azaslav.
Not Inaba, always trying to squeeze in some joker prank. I guess it's really up to me to keep this place running, huh? Hey! Toji, can you drink? Here, Inaba brought you some water.
Thank you. The crowds were intense indeed, but it was the superintendent's presence that threw me.
Don't thank me. I should be thanking you. These are originally duties the priest and I were supposed to take on ourselves.
Indeed, Toji and numerous others came from other wards just to help keep things running smoothly at this humble Taito shrine.
Really appreciate your help. Even though the shrines you two work at must be just as super busy this time of year.
It is quite alright at Inaba. This shrine shares a long history with the one I am assigned to. There's also a myth where Inaba meets Amaterasu and takes her to a palace mountain and disappears. Wait, Inaba disappears? No! Or is it Amaterasu? No one cares about Amaterasu. Besides which, we already have managed to endure the busiest part of the day. Your work is commendable, both of you.
There's nothing. Hop. More compliments, Toji, please.
With Toji patting their heads, the two Therians smile gleefully.
That rabbit fortune has been really popular even among the staff. But, like, why do I feel so much energy coming out of the box? So you noticed then, this fortune slip box is actually my sacred artifact.
Inaba disappears.
Oh no, don't disappear. Oh, nice. Oh, come on, that was supposed to be a big reveal. Don't you have a bigger reaction to me that then?
You are aware of the significance of fortune slips, Akio, are you not?
Of course I am.
I gave him this. Of course I am.
They give people who visit the shrine advice for the coming year.
Precisely. And that is true at our shrines as well. Inaba is in charge of managing the fortune slips here. He creates them, then imbues them with his rule of connecting fates to a sacred artifact. That is the rabbit fortune.
Wait. You're writing them yourself, Inaba? Whoa, you do deserve major guardian
points for that. Okay, that's a bit impressive he's writing himself.
No, that's more the reaction I was hoping for.
The faith borne by the people of Tokyo and the power of these fortune slips rivals even that of Santa during Christmas time. Which means they have the power to influence beyond the scope of what the app is typically capable of. A great majority of Tokyo's population believes in the fortune slips blessings, and that belief empowers them even further.
Wow, amazing! Anywhere and everywhere I go, people always proclaim their love and appreciation for my fortunes I've written them. It's the miracle my former master left me with me.
I wonder what Daikoku will think about Inaba now. I'm sure that's gonna be the crux of this event. The fortune rabbit is blessed by the divine protection of Onamushi, a predominant figure within Takamaga's hierarchy. And it will continue to shine gloriously so long as nothing ever besmirches his prestige. Rest in peace. Rivaling Santa Parrot in Tokyo, wow. I mean, Christmas was an imported holiday from overseas, even though it's like globally renowned. It's still just like something that wasn't native to Tokyo in the first place. But, this passage of, visiting shrines and all that, I'm not sure how long it's existed for, but it's a very Japanese thing and has probably existed for a long time, possibly even longer than Christmas itself. Shrines themselves, though, if not visiting them, definitely have existed for ages.
That really is or some guarding points. Oh, wait! If you can do all that, then why don't you just use it for yourself? Won't you be able to find and meet this former master of yours that you've been looking for a lot faster? Unfortunately, no. My former master stands above me in the hierarchy. It is forbidden, if not impossible, to affect those above oneself in the hierarchy with one's rule. I'm unhappy to say.
Oh, so he is able to use it for himself as long as he's able to use it with with someone who's of lower hierarchy. Does that mean his fortunes straight up just don't work with a bunch of people who have stronger powers than him in hierarchy? Well, I guess not everyone has an established hierarchy with him.
Really? Well, I guess that wouldn't have made it too easy.
So pretty much anyone can benefit from Inaba's fortune as long as they're not from Takamagahara, and and a hierarchy wasn't really established between them, if they were. At any rate, the superintendent is a busy man, so I thought I should get him to draw us up now, while I had a moment free. I thank you for that opportunity, Inaba, and I pray the bonds of fate are kind to you in your future as well. Oh, right. I thought they actually knew he was there talking for a second, but maybe Toji's, unaware that Daikoku is, Onamuchi.
Thanks!
Now, let's get on with our next duties. I believe there is a reservation for a prayer, and...
Actually, Toji, would it be too much trouble if I excuse myself for a bit?
Oh, right. That is no problem at all. You did mention you hadn't arranged to meet someone. Someone important to you, I presume. I take all the time you need, Inaba. Our relief should be arriving in due time as well. We too will have our true time off soon enough, so worry not.
Yay! How about then? Ha, ha, and away!
I do love their random crowd scenes full of mobs. I suppose it adds a bit of life, even if it's technically unnecessary to show.
The hell? This line just won't get going at all. Are we getting in closer to Shine or just standing in place?
There's no need to shout, Kenko. You're serving the other visitors in queue. Honestly, Mateka, why must you always complain? You really are impatient, Kenko. This is barely a moment. Try waiting 5.67 billion years and see how you feel then.
Where do you come up with that number?
Wait, 5.6 billion. That's the exact number of years that I believe Smoky God was waiting for, or lived the number of loops. Has Abisu existed since the first loop, or at least since the first loop that Smoky God joined? But it'd be unlikely if they were just not, if it just happened to be at the same time. So it seems more likely that this is literally when all the loops began. 5.67 billion years ago. Very interesting. I can't even imagine that much time. So I don't know how Hote would even know about that number, given I don't think he's a sacred artifact that is a world pillar, but whatever. Gotta say though, it is getting nippy. The shrine's grounds are so open, I'm like soaking all the wind chill. Not me. Nothing beats a double coat on a cold winter day like this.
Ryota, would you and devils please refrain from burrowing into my clothes?
Can I burrow into them too, maybe? I'm so jealous of your turn for. Oh ho! My glorious master, perhaps you could snuggle up with me. Or do I not have enough fluff to fulfill your needs? My body is as hot as a furnace, in which it was forged, I assure you. Sorry, Golden Rusty, but you should have been an astral fray, not a human that is based off a boar. They truly have been in line for a long time, though. I hope we're not keeping Ino waiting. It should be fine. We did leave a note, and if there's any problem, he'll surely send us a message. Or, knowing him, he might just come hopping right up to us. Master, look over yonder. Something is causing a disturbance. It's small and appears to be hopping about. Speaking of the devil, can it be? As Gudenbaxi noted, something, or rather someone, is indeed causing a commotion ahead, accompanied by an approaching voice that can just barely be heard over the din of the crowd.
My friend, look! They're over there! Hippity hop, hop, hop!
Hey, there you are.
Master! My new Tokyo master!
Bending over the crowd as they were barely there, the white rabbit makes a spectacular, almost theatrical landing in front of you. He gazes at you, your hands in his, and a complex mix of emotions overtakes his eyes.
I've so long overwaited this moment. My name is Inaba. And my role did its thing. So, I'm so happy you came to meet me.
Nice to meet you. Have we met before? Whoa, I'm gonna look at those cute ears. Immediately start petting. Let's do this.
Oh my goodness, Master. We've only just met. And that tickles.
Hold on just a moment. Would you mind stepping away from him for a second, Nathan? Inaba, was it?
Yes, Inaba, the white rabbit. Are you a friend of my master's?
It's nice to meet you. I'm Shiro Motori. Do you and Ayrton have some history together?
Not at all. No, except for last night when we met in the stream.
Okay. So why did you want to meet up with my partner so bad then? What gives?
Not a clue.
Huh?
My rabbit fortune told me I should. It was written in, that Master and I were meant to forge a strong bond.
Oh, I see. So he did use it on himself in the end.
So, although I may be a little more than a simple prankster, I pray that you'll have me hippity hop hop. I'm not entirely sure what having me entails, though. What shall we do now that we've met?
What are you asking me? I have no idea what we could even do. Some unlucky gods? That'll help. Well, we were only requested to help bring you here. We didn't really consider what to do after that. Very sure this is your first time meeting. No shared history that's been long forgotten between you two. Might be a tough question for him to answer, seeing as how he lost his memories.
Scree!
Oh yeah, that plot point. Well, I come here to investigate a disturbance, and look what we find. You all cannot help but cause a scene, can you? Toji. As always, your demeanor cuts like a drawn blade. Good, Musky. I'm glad to see you're doing well. Was it the training session at year's end when we last met?
Oh, hey! The gang is here! To what do we owe the pleasure?
Toji, go. Why are you here? Don't you both work at different temple? On errand, it's complicated. I've come to lend a hand during the New Year celebration. The shrine's priest could not be here, so I am filling in.
Same here. I'm here to help Toji out. I do this whenever Shrine needs a helping hand.
Well, shrines gotta help each other out.
My, looking pretty fur. Isn't that like Rabbit responsible for these fortune slips?
You know, when I heard about the rabbit's ability to bring people together, I was skeptical, but it sure seems like it works.
The priest is with it too. The dirty dog it looks like. This shrine seems to be really blessed. Blessed, I tell you. Tony, maybe we should take this discussion elsewhere. The visitors are starting to get starstruck seeing Inaba here.
Indeed. I should have expected as much, given that this is the year of the rabbit. Inaba, we can pick up this conversation there. Then let's get out of here for a moment, lest this holy ground become a mosh pit. Okay, the other 7 gods are named Jirojin, a god of longevity, Bishamonten, a god of war, and Fukurokiju, a god of wisdom, also sometimes called Kichijoten, is included. Well, I'm gonna guess that if they are ever revealed, the Fukurokiju might join the wise men or the rule makers, one or the other. The god of war might be another warmonger's reveal. We haven't had a new warmongers or invaders in a while. And, well, I think we already saw the entire cast of the world representatives for them, so I don't think we can add any more. At least not world representatives. But for any other guild, it's free game. And for the god of longevity, I mean, that might actually be like a game master or something. But we're entertainer just based off of, you know, the infinite loops.
But I want to talk with my new master.
Aw, don't look so sad. I'll be happy to listen as we go.
Such kind words! You really are as grand and magnanimous as a toad, master. My rabbit fortune has successfully forged another bond. This is surely the start of a beautiful relationship.
While walking, Inaba explains what brought him to Tokyo in the first place.
I believe that with your aid, master, I'd somehow be able to find the person I've been looking for. And if you were to help bring my wish to bear, I would faithfully serve you with all my heart for the rest of my time.
So you're looking for someone. What's her name?
Indeed I am, master. His name is...
Does he actually know it? I forgot if he actually revealed it during the flashback. Hey, there he is. What is all that racket? Over-enthused hooligans, no doubt. Anyway, let's see what we have here. Fortune slips for forging good relations, eh? Something to do with the White Rabbit. From among the many abandoned memories in the deep recesses of Daikoku's mind, a faint residue of recollection suddenly washes over him. What is this odd sensation? Daikoku mumbles as he unconsciously touches the fortune slip with his bare hands. As he does so, it suddenly and effortlessly unfurls itself. Oh. A small light emanates from it, stretching into lines that form words before his eyes. This is a white rabbit's fur. And these words... Aw, he remembers him!
You're gonna, meet some old friends that you totally don't want to meet. Just accept though. And it'll be fabs.
I thought his fortune wasn't supposed to work with him. Well, I guess it's not supposed to work on himself to meet him, but as long as it's, applied to being only taken by someone of hierarchy, it'll work. So, he's gonna meet the other lucky gods. What the hell is this childish drivel? What old friends? And what's happening to me? Under his white glove, a black stain begins to spread out from the spot from his bare hand. Where his bare hand touched the rabbit fortune. Ugh, he can sense it. He can feel it. He's not alone. My fortunes have just went all black. Is this some kind of bad omen? And if so, how about are we talking? I'm scared.
Oh, the rabbit fortunes! They're all starting to turn black!
That's a new expression for Inaba. What's happening? Did we cause some kind of trouble again? The rabbit fortunes are inking all over. What's going on? It sounds like quite the commotion over there. Maybe enough to go viral if you could just... Hey, they recognize him! There they are, caught in the action. Oh, let's see this. Let's see how it unfolds. Oh, he's putting on an act suddenly. I guess we'll do it too. Is it like awkward between them? Or are they pretending to be good friends now? A sudden jolt shoots through Daikoku's body. It feels like a test run of something much more intense. A warning shot, perhaps. This is a unique expression from a Daikoku we have not seen at all in the main story. A happy expression. You know, things are fucked up if this is happening. And the evil presence seemingly latches onto the core of Daikoku's borrowed body. His legs take on a will of their own. Evil presence. Oh, is he running away? Stay back! I'm just a police superintendent who happened to be passing by. Nothing to see here. So he was laughing off as if nothing was happening. Then why are you running? Why are you running? Why are you running? Stop running and we won't have to chase you down. Are you seeing this? If this guy was who I think he is, he's not acting like his usual self at all. Why are you running? What is that? That one fucking name.
Master Inabuchi! It's you, isn't it? Are you running? Please, wait!
Oh? Who is Onamuchi? Oh, what is going on here? Not sure, but I'm happy to be along for the ride. I don't know what's happening here either. I just know I got caught up in it. And lost my place in line. No! We won't get any of this until we catch him. Misu, you know what we gotta do. I know, but I wish I didn't. I feel bad since I'd be running too if you were chasing me.
Bisu, please. I simply must speak with my master Onmuchi.
I thought his name was Rikugu. Why are you changing your look all of a sudden? Are you going through a midlife crisis or something? I'll mid your life, Ben 10. Right. I'll mid your life, Ben 10. Wait, yeah. That wasn't me! What am I saying? Oh, why am I saying it? I don't know, but that's good comedic timing. Sounds like whatever's got a hold of you still wants to perform with Ben 10. Now I get that ass back. Inconceivable. So it's both to shoot himself as well as the side he wants to reject. Ugh, it happened again. I swear I didn't say that. See? It's just Daikoku. No need to hesitate, Abisu Hote. Do your thing. Are we really sure that's our Daikoku? He's acting so different. Okay, this is Daikoku's fault completely for showing up in the shrine when he knows he should have avoided during New Year's, considering it's their whole gang's thing. Well, maybe not. I don't think that's Lucky Odds associated with New Year's. They just happen to be here helping Inaba. Just freaking do it! I'm sorry, person who looks like Doku, but our hands are being forced. Oh, fish and combine, catch me that man! Go, fish! Bishu tries to sacred artifact fishing rod towards Daikoku, deploying and sliding straight and true in the direction of the fleeing man. However, Daikoku claps the back of his hands together moments before the line hooks him, and Hook fails to find its mark. That's the divine backhand! Use Takamagahara for evasion by a divine being named Kotoshi Nushi no Kami. Daikoku slips between two shop stalls and seemingly melts into the darkness found therein. Fish Hook, having lost sight of it, struck it entirely. Wavers in the air for a moment before retracting back to the rod in Abisu's hand. You dodged that too well. He really could be. He do that. He really could be what, Abisu? That's up for explanation, Sote. You're next up to that. Go get him! Alright! Time for me to shine. Check this out! Maybe Daikoku. I like that. Maybe Daikoku. There's no need to be on edge. Come have a chat with us. If you are Daikoku, then you know us. You know we mean you no harm. Steady Yoshi goes! Benevolent tanker! Stay your rage as an anchor would be a ship. Love and peace. Laughter will save the world. Each of the treasure ship's parts can facilitate the usage of a rule that might otherwise be impossible to enact, but only when multiple members of the 7 lucky gods are present. We're your friends! There's no need to be so hostile. Please stay where you are. Anchor your heart! Tracking the aggression displayed in his earlier reaction, Hotei's anchor lunges straight towards the now unseen Daikoku, almost like a guided missile. Yet mere moments before it makes contact. Hey, you got a problem here, pal? I'm not your pal, friend. You want to start something? Two salt owners just so happen to begin quarreling with one another, and Daikoku quickly slings behind them, narrowly altering the anger's target. The threat! I missed! Oh, it came over me. I'm so sorry, buddy. I should be the one apologizing. Let's keep on being friends, pal. You see, Hotei's fortune brings out the best of people, so that's nice. Hotei's sacred artifact settles disputes between these bystanders and returns to his hands as if having fulfilled its mission. I guess he really does know everyone's powers as a result. But 10! That's Daikoku, no doubt! It has to be! For real, as you might say! I mean, yeah, his reactions are too precise. Only someone who knows exactly what a sacred artifact could do could pull that off. Not to mention the fact that the ability he uses is unmistakably from Takamagahara. Takamagahara? Wait, Bisu, weren't you? Yes, I came from the land of Wa from Takamagahara when I was but an infant. So I can tell. I see, so everyone here is from the land of Wa is what they're saying, but... Well, actually, everyone should be from Takamagahara. Well, they're implying that everyone here is from... I don't know what their origins are, but there's like a huge intersection between those two worlds. There's probably like a gate between them, but essentially it's like land of Wa is the world of gods, and Takamagahara is the land of humans and all that. But both are Japanese mythos. So I'm not entirely sure who's from here, but Abiso is apparently sort of from both, since he might have traveled between the gates between them. So I can tell. I can sense it with absolute certainty. But the question is, how? How is he able to use it?
That is Master Onomichi from Takamagahara. I'm sure of it. Come on, hippity hop!
Right. No matter what's what, we need to catch him. He wouldn't be running if he didn't have something to hide. I don't know. Like I said before, I'd be running too if you were chasing me, Ben 10.
And like I said before, shut your trap!
Ouch! Now here's the comedic duo if I ever saw one. The essence of comedy is repetition, after all. As this back and forth unfolds, Daikoku disappears into the crowd of shrine goers. The direction he's last seen heading toward would lead him straight towards the shrine gate and out into the city. Ben 10, we'll never catch up to him if he makes it out of the shrine. There's a hint of desperation in Bisu's voice as his leg muscles give out, forcing him to lean his full weight upon his hovering cushion to go on. The crowd is too dense, though, and it's growing by the minute. We can't possibly get through all these people in time. I can sail with ease, but I prefer my seas to be made up of water, not people. Hotei. Hey, just trying to lighten the mood. But seriously, do we have any way of catching up to him, or are we gonna let him get away? Koku. Clever, Hotei, but now's not the time. Timing is everything in comedy, and I guess I missed the mark this time. I'll make sure I do better from now on. Can't believe that Koku of all people would seriously try to ghost us like this.
Master Onomichi, why'd you run? I don't understand. I've been waiting to see you again for so long. Could it be? Does he perhaps hate me now?
Oh no, the fortunes! They're gonna lose their blessing! Inaba whimpers wistfully as he stares off into the direction of Daikoku's disappearance. Can I ask you something, Inaba? There's something I really want to know.
Oh? Certainly! I can in Korea at all. I can handle it with my rabbit fortune. Wait. I forgot. The fortune slips are all blacked out and illegible.
We don't know what Daikoku's thinking, and we may not have the fortune slips. But it's obvious how much you care. So, what do you want to do, Naba?
Well,
In mythology, Abisu rejected his parents at birth and sent down river and was one of the earliest earthly gods. Oh, interesting. So he was from the land of Wa, but he went up into the Takamagara. Oh wow, that's fascinating. So he's actually a god, but of human origin. Very fascinating. Well, it's more common in Japan for, and those sort of Eastern mythologies, for not there to be like gods that have always been gods, but like gods that have ascended from humanhood.
You master? No. Just master will do. Thank you for thinking of me. Here's my answer. I wish to speak with them, no matter what. I intend to push forward without hesitation until I've succeeded in that goal.
Got it. We're on board too. Let's go, Ben 10. Alright then.
You said it!
If there's a chance to make this meeting happen, then we gotta do it.
I don't feel bad if it's a case of mistaken identity,
but if we can really meet Daikoku again after all this time, it'll be worth it. Yeah, if I let a chance like this slip by, how could I ever hope to reunite with the other members of the old comedy troupe? Comedy troupe is how he sees this group, huh?
And that's that. I just refuse to start the year off by failing to get what I want. We're getting off on the right foot, damn it.
His parents are god and they sent him down. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, earthly god, so he's a god within the world of Landawa. That's interesting in its own right, I guess. Because that's not supposed to be, or, Takamagahara, I guess. Actually, which one is Land of God? Which one is Land of Oz? I'm confused. Takamagahara should be Land of Gods. Land of Oz should just be realm of humans. And so he became a god within the realm of humans. That's fascinating. Well, I guess he would be a god naturally since he is from Takamagahara. But became really popular in Japanese. I see.
Master, I have a request. Please allow me to lend a hand. That was Master Onomichi. I'm certain of it. And he's someone very important to me. So I just have to.
Alright, let's do this, Inaba. We're gonna track Daikoku down and win back your rabbit fortune. Yeah!
Here I am. White Rabbit Inaba has come a long way just to see you again.
My body. What's... My bottle is empty. I'm gonna fill it up. Okay, let's continue. This should be the last part, so let's do this. Rabbit of Fortune, part 3.
Master Onomichi, why? Why did you choose to save me?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
Well, you found me the way I was because I deceived my friends. You could have left me there, concluding that my situation was well-deserved. But instead, you helped me. Why? I was deceitful, and so I was punished. That could have been the end of it. Maybe even should have been.
Oh, I'm sure there are many who would have been content to leave it at that. I just happen to not be among them. I'm not the type to think or act like others do. I'm not like other girls, you see. I decide my own fortunes and get involved how and when I decide it's best. I believe that even when things don't go your way on first try, you can always pick yourself up and try again. Oh, well. So this is supposed to be positive, but as we know, this actually turned out into a very, dark light as we saw his role in the story of trying to get back into his role as Takamagahara's world representative. He's also, very sneaky nowadays too, trying to, work from the shadows. And you could say our meeting here was a very fortuitous one in Inaba. With that, he turns and begins walking away. The crashing of the waves at Inaba's back is virtually the same as it was that day. On the sandy beach stands a leprous Therian with white fur. And just by the shore looms a familiar school of sharks.
I wonder if my master made it to where he was meant to be. I wish I could do more than pray for safe travels on his behalf. But what could I do? Would you be able to wait here indefinitely if you were in my shoes, my friends? What if Master is feeling sad and lonely this time? I would want more than anything to be there for him. What? Are you sure? You'll always search for him, even after what I did to you? Thank you! Thank you, all my friends! I have so much to thank Master for too, and it's his wisdom that saved our friendship. So, what are we waiting for? Let's go! Wherever Master may be, and even if we don't know where that is just yet.
The White Rabbit hops along just as he did when counting the sharks. He hops and hops all day and all night. No matter the distance, his bunny-eared shadow perpetually casts over the moon's reflection on the ocean surface. You think Inaba actually just hops from place to place, he doesn't walk? That'd be pretty cute if he did. Soon he spies a multicolored light stretching out far beyond the horizon. Hopping from one shark's back to another, Inaba crosses over to the distant shore where the light breaks along with the waves. From among the school of sharks, one particular shark becomes particularly close friends with the White Rabbit. And so Inaba's true journey begins as he hops along towards some mysterious otherworldly land. Though he doesn't know it yet, this land's name is Tokyo, and it's a very special, very peculiar world at the end of an unbelievably expansive rainbow. This can't be happening! I dare not let my identity be known here or now! From in years, man.
What is he doing?
Where are you going? He's not even trying to leave the shrine. Playing cat and mouse with Daikoku grows more and more perplexing, and despite having easy access to the shrine gate, he seems to have no intention of leaving its grounds. And so the pursuit continues through those grounds in what quickly begins to feel like a wild goose chase. Why are you running? We're just running in circles. What's he up to? There must be a reason why he's staying in. Oh yeah, he is staying inside. He hasn't left yet. Just how many laps have we made around the shrine already? Is it because of Inaba's fortune? Because it came true. He can't break away until he actually meets up with his past bandmates. It feels almost like we're running a marathon. There's no end to this. Ben 10, should we try using our sacred artifacts again? He knows our every move. We need to think outside the box if we want to catch him. That's not easy to do under pressure. What are our options, everyone? Oh, we don't have any. Without our sacred artifacts, we're basically just comedians. Treasure slipping and left out to die. Cuckoo. Am I right? Okay, I like your joke, Tote.
No, you're left. Was that good? Does that work as a follow, Pote?
Thank you, Inaba. The worst thing for a comedian is being ignored. I love these two. They're both great. I need to get closer to use my sword. If he knows what to expect from us, we need to do something unexpected. I feel like I missed Hotei's last joke, though.
So we need to surprise him. What you're saying is, we need to pull a prank that would startle even the best of us.
That'll at least get us somewhere. Any ideas, you two?
Not as such.
I've got a great idea, actually. We have a spectacular secret artifact among us that he doesn't even know about. That's great, Hotei, I think. That's something we actually do. Do we really? Is it ours? What is happening? Why am I unable to leave the shrine? Is there some powerful link binding this body of mine to this particular place? Thoughts run wild in Daikoku's mind as he continues dashing through the shrine, but just as he leaps out into a less crowded path. No! Bisu shouts out from far behind, signifying the launching of a sacred artifact. Bisu? Again! Your sacred artifacts all have no effect on me. Has that not been made abundantly clear? Melding into the shadows of the hedge by the path, Daikoku attempts to disappear once again. However, this time around, the fish hook is not meant for him. Hotei! Coming in hot or cold, depending on your preference. Here we go! Did he turn the fucking vending machine? Launched by Ibisu's line, so Hotei soars through the air, then takes the form of vending machine as he wraps himself in his claws. This is my new sacred artifact that I attained here in Tokyo. It's a sacred artifact village that just turns into a vending machine. Are you fucking for real? I call it Veni Vidi Vici! Happy New Year to you! Quite the look, isn't it? Since the time, place, and occasions real well, huh? Not a person in sight. See if the conditions are optimal. I've got you in my sights, still cuckoo.
Wow. What a sacred artifact that is. I've never seen anything else quite like it.
Like hell, that's a secret artifact. That's real. Damn it. Again, the memories I shared to this point. Is he supposed to be like the bokeh within the, what's it called, the comedy duo? I forget what it's called, but there's always the, you know, the fall guy as well as the fool. And I think he's supposed to be the one who's like the corrective one in the duo. Damn it. Again, the memories I should make this body coming to the fore. Gotcha! The straight man, that's it, yeah. Straight in my Hoso game? No thanks. The New Year's model vending machine seals off the path ahead of Daikoku. His responses are now fueled by pure instinct and embedded memories. He has no time to think about anything through. Now's our chance! Give it up, Daikoku! Why are you running? Don't make me laugh! You may have caught me off guard for a moment, but your sacred artifacts are still useless against me. That's a dark look he had. I don't remember him having such a dark look before. That's why we're not using any. We're brute forcing this! Me not being able to crack my knuckles at all. I hadn't thought of that. Are they just gonna beat him up now? Ow! They are beating him up! Pow! Whack! Come on! Everyone dog piles onto Daikoku, kick him with dust in the brawl. And then...
Master Onomuchi!
Oh, what the... Inaba, with tears in his eyes, lunges at Daikoku and grabs his arm tight, looking at his face. You...
Master Onomuchi! I finally found you.
I don't know you.
Have you forgotten me, Master Onomuchi? It is I, Inaba, is the white-haired rabbit. I've come such a long way to find you. My shark friends has joined me on the trip too. I wanted to meet you, my personal savior, one more time. Thanks to you, I've made amends with the sharks, and I wanted to show you how well we're all.
My name is Daikoku. I have no idea who this other person you've mistaken me for.
But...
Inaba? Daikoku?
I'm fine, Master. I understand. So your name is Daikoku?
Inaba, you're okay with this?
Aye, Master. I'm no stranger to deception, so I know there must be a good reason for him to hide his identity. I'm satisfied simply to have met him and let him know that I'm doing well.
Memories of the past flash before Daikoku's eyes from somewhere deep within. Aw. Well, you might not be this Onomuchi person, but you just came right out and admitted you're our Daikoku. Cat's out of the bag. I'm dying to know about this new look of yours and whatnot, but that can all wait. What is this quivering sensation? Onomuchi or Okinonushi, it doesn't matter anymore. Under either name, he would never bend a knee to anyone. Yet at this moment, he is neither of those people. He is Daikoku. His role and his standing within the hierarchy are those of Daikoku and Daikoku alone. My body is telling me not to deny this. That if I try to deny it any further, I'll regret it. He might disappear. He might, stop existing or something. Well, it might also be the power of Inaba's fortune. Daikoku's body and the gavel dangling from his neck are noticeably shaking in what seems to be an uncontrollable fashion. Wait, that gavel. He's never without it, is he? It's a sacred artifact! What the? Something dark and ominous begins to fume from Daikoku's sacred artifact. Is that Mahakawa? It's an incarnation of the great darkness that blots out this world's rainbow of colors. It is. I mean, he is actually Mahakawa. Well, maybe not Mahakawa directly, but he's mythologically related to Mahakawa. He's from the Buddhism as well as Hinduism. It's a very weird transfer, but essentially when it was imported to Japan, it became Daikoku. And it was kind of like the blending of both Mahakawa and Okinonushi that led into Mahakawa, which, if you remember, was the boss from chapter 10 and 11. The darkness spreads, engulfing the shrine and draining everything within of its color almost instantaneously. What's happening? Oh, my rabbit fortune that got blacked out is somehow turning even darker. Is this another feature of the rabbit fortune? It feels so ominous.
Even the skies are all cloudy and gray. I hope it doesn't rain.
The rabbit fortunes turn darker and darker with each passing moment, quickly surpassing black itself and becoming more akin to a physical void of color. Such dark, oppressive energy in the air. And Ino has not yet returned. What is happening? This is a lot more than expected for a Nier story.
Tsuji, we have a problem. All the rabbit fortunes are...
It's almost like nightfall at midday. And he knows what rabbit fortunes are. Wait, I think I just saw something. Hey, that was certainly nostalgic. That's how Daikoku used to look way back when. I'm not familiar with him like you are since I joined from the Land of Wa. Is that how he looked before joining the crew? Come again? That's how Daikoku used to look? How's he look? That's right. Daikoku was once like really edgy in the cringiest way possible. He used to ooze this dark aura and shout some nonsense to himself while wearing devilish makeup. Real face birthday stuff. Oh, I see. So before he joined the crew, I think they're referencing the fact that he was indeed Mahakawa's origin. And then they blended together. Well, maybe there was a point between where he blended with Mahakawa, but before he became the Lucky God Daikoku. Interesting stuff. Nowadays, he acts like none of that ever happened and plays like he's oh so proper. Makes me sigh so hard. Oh, I see. So is he just talking about how... He looks exactly the same. I don't know what you're talking about right now. Maybe they're just talking about how he brings darkness everywhere with him. Stop. This character assassination hardly seems necessary, does it? I love that term. I should use more often. Character assassination. So you're a lonely edgelord, huh? And now you're police chief. Amazing. This guy's Daikoku exactly. Oh, Daikoku. No, that's not who I was. I mean, it is, but it's not. That's not the Daikoku I am today. Oh, shut it, Buster. Can't you see? You keep denying your past, and that keeps spawning more of the 7 Tribulations. Benton makes this declaration only after clearly discerning that the darkness permeating the shrine is basically spewing forth from Daikoku's sacred artifact. 7 Tribulations? What do you mean? She's talking about the curses that they were talking before. The 7 Tribulations are disasters and calamities that we, the 7 lucky gods, are tasked with containing. And if my memory isn't playing tricks on me, Daikoku was once ranked among those who called them back in his homeworld. Darkness can blot out all other colors, and as such, the avatar of darkness, Mahakala, once reigned above all in the hierarchy. So should Daikoku reject his past, and thus reject that hierarchy, the memories of another world, another would rise to the surface. Oh! Interesting. So he had the power to stifle the tribulations before, which may or may not have included darkness, but it includes all sorts of bad stuff. But with Daikoku constantly rejecting his past as Daikoku, then he'll be forced to revert back to his days as Mahakala, which is bringing about this darkness. I'm seeing the power, how it works out here. He can't control the darkness if he keeps on rejecting Daikoku. Very interesting stuff. Daikoku trying to pretend his teenage years never happened. Yeah. His sacred aura contains memories of his past identity after all, which means all that have been subdued by Daikoku's will now come to light.
Look! Words are starting to appear on the rabbit fortunes that got blacked out. Wait, what is this?
The fortune steps now all display words like storm, flood, and fire. Ugh. It's the 7 tribulations. This is super creepy. Wow! I just burned myself. Oh wait, I'm already fire type. These dumplings are way too out, damn it. Fire. You can't be serious about that fortune. I just went down the wrong pipe. Blood. That's very silly.
Oh, what's with the sudden wind? My clothes are getting blown wide open.
Storm. This is so silly. I mean, it's serious, but it's silly. These really are the 7 tribulations. This is awful. Well, maybe not all of it. What was that fucking burnt bun? Original Shadow's the Hedgehog Club member, yeah.
This isn't right. This isn't how my rabbit fortunes are supposed to be. Oh, what do I do?
It's interesting that Daikoku's sick artifact can actually influence Inaba's in this way. That's not a hard question to answer. There's like only one thing we can do. The answer is clear. You know it. Let's get down to the brass tacks.
Huh?
The 7 tribulations must be expunged.
And the 7 blessings permitted to flourish.
You see, the reason we even came together in the first place was so that we could deal with this situation none of us could handle alone. Some colors can only come about by mixing other colors together. Well, there you have it. Some long-awaited revival tour of our legendary band, which is nameless, are going to generate so much buzz. Aren't you still part of Violet Elephants? Sounds like a conflict of interest. Woo! Knock him dead! Try to sneak away. Oh, no you don't. You're a part of this too. We're short band members, so you two are definitely joining in. I guess we're replacing the god of longevity and the god of, what's-its? The other ones you mentioned. I already forgot. Wisdom.
What? You mean me and him?
Seems like it, Inaba. Guess we're making a guest appearance. It's only right, though. Toji needs us.
And you're okay with this, Master?
I'd say it could be fun. And it's very Ben 10 to rope us in. That's just proof of our deep bonds. How about you, Daikoku? Want to join us? What? Just leave him. I don't know what his problem is, and I don't care. I just know one thing. I don't share the stage with someone who's not willing to suck it up and get up on it of their own accord. But, hey, you dragged me onto... Yeah, she beat me up.
Master, Daikoku, what will you do?
Nothing. This has nothing to do with me. I have no bonds left here. No matter what, he does not confirm his past name. He lives as Daikoku now, here in Tokyo. His past identities are dust in the wind.
Okay, I understand. Do allow me to apologize for one thing, though. I'm sorry to have caused you so much trouble. You just so much like my master Onamuchi.
Aww, that's so sad! Oh, I'm gonna shed a tear. Oh my god, I don't know. It's like subtle, but it's like He's essentially saying goodbye to someone he cared about so much, even though he's speaking to his face. Goodbye to a person he once knew. Sad saying goodbye to someone like that.
I'd ask that you please leave this place as soon as possible. Though I pray you are blessed with good relations in your future.
After briefly and respectfully bowing to Daikoku, Inaba rushes to catch up with you. Daikoku watches on as Inaba hops away. I remember the young white rabbit I left behind that day. I still have memories of the way I was back then. I was full of hope for the future. But in those days, when I bore that other name, I was... well... how do I put it? I believe that even when things don't go your way on the first try, you can always pick yourself up and try again. And he's still holding true to that. Something shines brightly from Daikoku's breast pocket. It's a blacked out rabbit fortune he'd drawn earlier. Though the world around it continues to be shrouded in darkness, the white rabbit's illuminated words are now faintly yet clearly visible thereupon.
You're gonna, like, meet some old friends that you totally don't want to meet. Just accept it, though, and they'll be fabs.
It's clear now that this is about the 7 lucky gods. Well, friends indeed. Hey, Daikoku. Memories of the old Daikoku and the 7 lucky gods are deeply ingrained within this body. Right. Now that I think about it, he might be like taking on a different stance of a Daikoku, a god separate from the 7 lucky gods, as like the god of darkness or something. So it's like there's 2 different Daikoku identities here, as well as the hidden identity Onomuchi, as well as the forgotten inherited identity of Mahakala. Very fascinating. Daikoku's entire existence in this game, it's the most complicated to wrap your mind around, and honestly, if you're not paying attention, it might actually make the story worse just because it'll be too confusing and they seem like they're talking a bunch of things that don't make sense. But if you actually follow up Daikoku's entire history, it's probably one of the most fascinating written things in this game. Daikoku shivers where he stands, not from fear, but from some entirely different emotion. Very well, Daikoku. I am, after all, only borrowing this body of yours. I have no qualms about deceiving the world even further if it means I can repay the debt I owe you. It is impossible for Daikoku, one of the 7 lucky gods, to come here to Tokyo with his original role. This is because his role and role alike are shared by Mahakala, who is equally capable of veiling this world and everything in it in darkness. A being belonging to Shangri-La and Devaloka alike, yet at the same time belonging to neither, simultaneously existing as 2 sides of the same coin, and as no coin at all. So Mahakala is the origin of, Daikoku, as I mentioned. But it's fascinating because the saying Shangri-La and Devaloka, he has 2 names. It's like Shiva Mahakala as well as Mahakala. They're the same people, Shiva and Mahakala, which is why he ended up being the exception. But they're the 2 same gods, but from different stances in different religions, one being Hinduism and the other being Buddhism. This is one of the most fascinating things I love about this game. Essentially, Shiva is seen as like a good thing within like Hinduism, I believe, but they take that same god and spin it as like this great evil dark lord thing. Well, not necessarily evil, but Shiva is seen as Mahakala in Buddhism, and they are like the great god of darkness, which is what we see here. And then that was inherited into Daikoku, which bled into Onomuchi, and then they went to 7 gods, now just like his own god of darkness. It's so fucking complicated, and I love it. They are an exception that extracts the very foundation of this Tokyo as a world connected to 23 others by a rainbow bridge. Now cut off from their original rule and rule, they are sealed away at the edge of the world, and what's known as the Plane of Nihility. So if he were to inherit that role and rule, maybe he'd be like seen as an exception too, which is why he has to persist as his identity as Daikoku instead. Okinanushi, otherwise known as Onomuchi, seems to have taken up Daikoku's identity. Well, that is actually how it turned out in this real world. But he ended up being his own separate identity because it just ended up being geographically divorced from, where Mahakala origin came from. And different interpretations can wait. So he's not really willingly taking up the identity of Daikoku, but that's just the will of the people made him into that. So even though he's kind of talking to them as if he's a different person, he straight up is Daikoku, even if he doesn't want to admit it. It's just that he holds on to his identity as Onomuchi tighter. Very cool. And so, as a syncretized Okununushi, I now compensate for Daikoku's role. But yeah, in order to continue persisting in Tokyo without his ability or, role as the world pillar of Takamagara, he instead had to continue existing as a different entity. It's very meshed up together one from a Daikoku / Mahakala. Which means, if we put our minds to it, we can do things like this. Okay. The knocking of the gavel, once thought to bring good fortune, resonates throughout the shrine grounds. Meanwhile, the White Rabbit's rule brings people together, finding them in relationships they have yet to realize. Here we go! Fishing rod of mine! Hook me the 7 tribulations and the fortune slips. Ibisu swings his fishing rod with all his might, unaware of what lurks just beneath his feet. Oh, what the heck? What's there banana peeler? Whoa, look out! Hode, cushion, catch! Cushion. It's not his belly. Oh, it was a close one. Thank you, Ote. Oh yeah, in some Eastern mythologies, rainbows are believed to be heaven and earth and travel between them. Well, that certainly explains several references between rainbows and gates to different worlds, as well as the connection between what's called heaven and earth through ether and nether. My turn next. Let's try running in the darkness. You grip your sword and prepare to swing, but suddenly, mere moments before the blade makes contact with the darkness, a gust of wind knocks you off your balance. Ugh! Dang it, I was so close! Yeah, you mean connect heaven and earth, I got you. Seriously? We were just being outdone by just bad luck? My sacred artifact better not be burst into flames when I pull it out. That's it funny. Benton clutches her Biwa close, voicing her frustrations at the point of uncertainty of the current situation, and its potential impact on her ability to rock out in the way she wants. It's like the festive atmosphere in the shrine is giving the tribulations go-ahead to spread out unimpeded. If we can't weather these misfortunes, then we're just making noise. We have to quell them. The darkness and the 7 tribulations it brings with it rapidly spread and settles in. Benton hurriedly tries to think of something, anything, that might start to hold it back. Ugh, if only you were here. Wait, who's that? He's here, Daikoku! Did I perceive your wish for good fortune my gavel brings, my fellow lucky gods? This light! Damn it! How come he gets such a cool entrance? Let us eradicate the 7 tribulations. We'll smash the 8 skulls and laugh in the face of their lamentations. It is I, the drummer of the 7 lucky gods. I am Daikoku, the Great Darkness. Daikoku's back! Woohoo! Is that a new outfit? You never seen it. It was released last year for New Year, but yes, it was a new outfit during that time of New Year's.
Master Otomuchi!
And also, the rest of the 7 lucky gods also got new outfits. Is that really Daikoku? I mean, yeah, eradication and all that, but just like, it's a bit too much. Hey! Cut me some slack. Just doing what I can with the memories I have. Now then. Let us rock on! It's been far too long, Benten. Abisu, Hote. But the pleasantries can wait. Do you know what it is that we lack at this moment? You have 15 seconds to answer, starting now.
What? Oh, we're lacking something. What could it be?
The ship? The treasure ship? Threads of fate? Or threads? Clothes? People? A lot of allies, maybe.
Oh, we're not in dreams, so we can't manifest the treasure ship here. Not enough allies. We have 4 of the 7 lucky gods, and if we include you and me, Master, there are 6 of us. Oh, but we could include my shark friend too. Then we'd have 7. Is that it? Do we win the prize?
I mean, those are all good points, but what we're really missing is recognition. Nobody knows that we're the real lucky gods. Benten seems to have hit a nail on the head. Those visitors to the shrine looking upon you are all doing so with wonder and bewilderment in their eyes, but no reverence. They need to switch their costumes.
For as I know, we're all just an angler and a sprite comedian making a fuss, and a stunningly beautiful girl. They don't recognize us as the lucky Siphon gods. They don't see us as the badass bandits that we are.
There you go. I knew you'd get the answer right, Ben 10. Being the social media fiend spawned by Tokyo's darkness. There you are. Daikoku knows Twitter too well and how much darkness it's filled with. Makes sense. It's all in the image. I think you're on something, Harrison. We gotta thread up.
No can do. After our final concert, I kinda took our stage outfits to the cleaners and haven't yet, Seriously, Benton? Have you seriously just left our stage outfits on some musty old rack all this time?
Wait, that's
them! How did you get your hands on stage outfits, Daikoku? Oh, the gavel! Sacred artifact. It provides.
Correct! My sacred artifact shall bring good fortune to you all on this festive New Year's Day.
Daikoku swings his gavel through the air, and as it knocks on some unseen ethereal object, particles of light scatter away from it in all directions. Hey, there they are. I mean, Hote and Benton are rocking, but I don't know what Abisu is cooking.
These really are them. They're our old outfits. Aha! The outfits we wore as the greatest comedy troupe of all time.
Were you a band or a comedy troupe? Make up your mind. The outfits that boost our appeal by like 1,000%. But got left at the cleaners and then went out of business.
With these,
oh, we can do this. Behold!
On Abisu's call, the glorious treasure ship descends upon the shrine.
The spectacle enraptures the crowd below, instantly transforming the shrine grounds into a perfect venue for the 7 lucky gods to perform. Whoa! The treasure ship really came, even though we're not in a dream or even side space.
I contacted my minions and had them surround the immediate area. Let's turn this whole area into a battle zone. Now we just have to fill the positions in our missing band members, and we'll all be set.
If you need help, I'm happy to help. Person I've never met before. Inaba, is a white rabbit. I'm at your service.
Very well, rabbit. I've never met it before. It's sad, but it's cute. Aww. Let me your aid. Let us form a new bond, here and now. The 7
tribulations must be extinguished, and the 7 blessings permitted flourish.
That's how they usually dress in drawing the pictures of them.
Yeah, I figured. Some of them just have some
goofier outfits than others. Alright, let's get the surprise New Year concert underway.
Out with the tribulations,
in with the very best of fortunes.
Yeah, bring in, you never met him. Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course, it seems like they both recognize each other without seeing each other because Ina was familiar with the deception and all that. But it's saddening, you know. They're both like on the nose about it. Also, there's another part after this. I guess there's a battle sequence. Hote just shirtless, as he should be, Peoples, we need you more than ever. Here's another song, so clap along. Let's hear that cheer. Ben 10 dashes from one corner to the other aboard the treasure ship stage. Her singing brings to oust the darkness from the rabbit fortunes, and the 7 tribulations show clear signs of diminishing as the show goes on. It's not quite enough. The venue is full, but not filled to capacity. The audience is simply lacking, if only by the tiniest of margins. Look at all these people cheering us on. Yeah, we still need more. But 10's getting exhausted. She's running on practically nothing but pure, unbridled enthusiasm.
Truly is a comedy troupe.
Right, we're so close though. What more can we do? Leave it to me. Maybe you've forgotten, but it's the year of the rabbit. There's enough optimistic energy and faith in the coming years saturating the air to rival even the 7 blessings. Please watch me, Master. The person I don't know? I want you to... So sad. I want to see what I'm capable of.
We're watching you, young rabbit, and we believe in you.
Let's go, my shark friend. And this is our time to shine!
You'd like to see how the world rep seeing the Kakutan running around performing. You mean like a Matarazu? I mean, right now, no one knows that Kakutan is Onamuchi. Because he's been so forceful about making sure no one knows him. Like, Inaba seems to know, but he's like, on the down low about that. Oh, the shark does. And Inaba's fur! All eyes are on Inaba as the little white rabbit weaves words into being before his outstretched hands.
Everyone at the shine! No, in all of Tokyo! Listen and hear me well! Predestined rendezvous!
With all key members of the Seven Lucky Gods here in this moment of great celebration, the power of faith surges through the shrine grounds like a shockwave. Fortune slips. They're being cleansed. Honey, come look. Look at these shining letters. I'm busy cooking. Let's do that today anyways. First it gets all dark outside and then... Look at that size difference. Whoa!
Believe in the 7 blessings, and you shall be rewarded! Now is the time to deepen your bonds with those around you. Look up at the heavens and raise your voice in harmony.
Huh? Are we supposed to look outside of the sky then? Other than not proper fortunes, these clumsy yet sincere pleas from Inaba are every bit as powerful and captivating to those who read them. Not bad, Inaba. Not bad at all. Don't try your hand at writing lyrics for a band sometime. Once the people of Tokyo behold the treasure ship in the sky, none can take their eyes off it. A faith considerably more powerful than anything hereafter felt soaks into the atmosphere, enhancing the light emitted by the treasure ship to shine brighter still. Reminds me of when we got people to look at the sun during Sunshine Christmas. Its light is so bright, in fact, that even those in complete darkness are drawn to it. And all the entrants smile widely as they bask in its brilliance. Within moments, the darkness enveloping the shrine and staining the fortune slips completely dissolves away. Happy New Year! 2014! 2024. I don't keep saying 2014. It's 2024, everyone. May good fortune be had by all. Full sail ahead! Bring the treasure ship to the center of the shrine grounds. Lower the anchor! Secure the ship. Prepare the spotlights to cover the area. 80, 90, 100%. We are fully charged with the power of the 7 blessings.
All of you, get your butts over here! We're doing this together. It's time for the grand finale. There's no need to pull. Master, come on. Pull me and my shark friend.
Anten's booming voice echoes forth from the treasure ship and reaches the ears of every person in the shrine. Are you ready, everyone? It's grand finale time. Let me hear you shout! May good fortune be had by all! Happy New Year. A wonderful 2024.
Look! My shark friend! My fortune slip box!
Through the dreamlike, dazzling light saturating the area, Inaba reaches out and grasps his hand tightly on the fortune slip box. Otei is usually depicted as fat, smiling bald man with a curly mustache. He always appears half naked, and his clothes are not wide enough to cover his enormous belly. He looks good. Yeah, I'd suck them titties. He really senses the power of the rule, returning to all the rabbit's fortunes. But that's not all. He also feels someone pat his head from behind, gently and lovingly. Oh, is this the Daikoku? The Daikoku recognition? This has me.
Huh?
He spins on his heels to see who it is, but there's no one there. Only the faint scent of a bulrush flowers lingers in the air. Oh, dang, no! Oh well, I guess he ran away.
Let's go, my shark friend. This New Year's Day has truly been blessed, and everyone's waiting for us. Oh, everyone, person I've never met. Master, thank you all for everything.
As everyone else sees the little white rabbit off, the cuckoo alone turns his back and slowly saunters off away from the light and out of sight, lazily raising his arm in farewell as he goes. Oh. This is how Inaba's Tokyo meeting with the one named the Cuckoo, who is absolutely not Onamuchi, comes to a close. It's a new bond or a new thread of fate, formed right here in Tokyo, and a new chapter in the story of Inaba the White Rabbit and his little shark friend. And it's by no means the final chapter, for even with fortune-telling powers at his disposal, there's simply no telling what the future may hold for him now. Yet somehow, Inaba has a good feeling that there will come a day when that person who looks an awful like his old master will reclaim his old name. And it doesn't take a fortune slip for him to be able to tell that whatever fate has in store for the summoners from here on out, it's sure to play a big part in that. Holding out high hopes for this eventuality, Inaba now stands with his new master in this new world. And ended New Year's with that little someone.
Ew! That sounds like it was one heck of New Year's.
Your familiar, snacking away, comments on the events you've recounted between what, mouthfuls?
Me? Oh, I made these decorative paddles with father. I put some real effort into it too. My father drank a little too much and fell asleep after a while. But look, I painted a rabbit on this one. Isn't it cute? Almost as cute as me. See? So, Master, what did your fortune slip say when you finally drew one?
You did draw one, right? Oh no, I actually forgot. Never even got to play at the shrine. Wanna go do that now, Lasan?
Absolutely! I hope there's a lot of good stuff in store for us this year. But don't forget that I'm your favorite. I saw how happy you were when you came home with everyone. If only you'd have taken me with you. I would have loved to see the treasure ship too, you know. Will you make it up to me later?
With a decorative paddle in hand, your butler familiar urges you to onward to pay your respects for the year at the local shrine. Visiting shrines and drawing fortune slips is such a beloved tradition here in Tokyo. What advice for the coming year might be waiting for you? No matter what's written on the strip, there's one thing for certain that everyone hopes will be there. And it always seems like it is, one way or another. May this year be a year full of happiness for all. Blessings and tribulations, the rabbit of fortune, end. I think it's also based off of Buddha, named Buddha. I've ever seen Buddha. Yeah, I've seen that. I know neither is some kind of connection between them, but not entirely sure what. Because like the actual Buddha is well, the original Buddha is what's it called? Saitama Gautama, something like that. Smoky God. But I think like the fat Buddha is some later Buddha. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, let's head to my guild. I've been muted this entire time. No! Shit. Why was it muted? How long was it muted for? That's so fucking terrible. Oh god, I'm so fucking dumb. Let's just rewind everything, and I will. It's not over yet. I fucking did some shit and I muted myself. But I'll elaborate on everything again because apparently I've been muted for 10 million years. Okay. Anyway, oh, I lost my energy now, but this definitely was the best New Year's story I have ever seen. So every previous New Year's between the Year of the Tiger, that one was just a sequence of episodes that didn't really matter. Year of the Dog was just helping Agio find the Guardian or something like that. I don't even remember. Year of the Rat was what did he even do with Algernon? I don't even remember. Some random shit happened with Algernon. And Year of the Boar was, I don't know, Good Mercy trying to be of service to us, and he ran away to the mountains. All of them wasn't great. Since I went full screen. Okay, I must have habitually pressed the button. But anyways, I think this New Year story went way all out in terms of it being fantastic, because it had a full story that was actually had some weight and gravity to it from beginning to end. It wasn't just some silly thing. And of course I was able to lean onto that because we had Daikoku's story. So that conflict was already in the background with the main chapter with Daikoku. And I think that was fantastic that they were able to lean onto the main story, because Daikoku is just like a treasure trove of lore and conflict and, you know, relevance to the story. And it was definitely heartbreaking to see, you know, Daikoku like sort of pensively reflect on the past during happier times as his time as Onomuchi. And with what's it called? I almost actually shed a tear when the two met, and, you know, he straight up rejected his identity. And Inaba was so willing to recognize that he was trying to deceive, but also went along with it, and, you know, essentially said goodbye, and it was nice knowing you, Onomuchi, and said hello to this new person called Daikoku. But, you know, in his heart, he's holding on to it, which is very sad in a way. And it kind of reminds me of just sad goodbyes in real life relationships. Even if, like, you know, you're still in contact with them, you just say goodbye in some way or another, whether directly or indirectly, because you're just a different person or you're a different person. And those kind of things with people changing are the saddest things. So I think this had a lot of emotional depth to it for something that was surprisingly so short. So, yeah, I don't know if Inaba will ever get relevance in the main story again, but he does have that fundamental connection with Daikoku, so maybe, but we'll just have to see. But yeah. I like Inaba a lot, he's super cute. Unfortunately, they did confirm he was a child, so I will have to get rid of my thirst. He's so pretty cute. It's fine though, I can thirst over Hote instead. But, he seemed pretty wise otherwise. And, what's it called? Yeah, the conflict itself was kind of goofy in terms of the bad luck being brought, but it was nice that Daikoku could eventually come, and we got to explore more about Daikoku's identity and eventual acceptance of it. And also we saw a touch of Black Hole. I think that was very great. But yeah, I think I have Desert on long enough. Thank you everyone for letting me know that I was muted. That was a bit dumb. When you haven't seen a friend for a very long time and they are not the same as you remember, you wonder if you two can connect like before. Yeah, it's really like that. That sucks. I know some people like that. And I've read stories like that too, and it's really heartbreaking. Sometimes you just can't connect, and sometimes you just say bye or try to reconnect, but knowing they're a different person. I don't know. In this case, those kind of goodbyes hurt the most. Not from, like, you know, temporary goodbyes, but like forever goodbye to the person you once knew. You're taking Abisu. Abisu is funny, but I'm not a big fan of his design, but he has some of the nicer characterizations too. You're going through it right now, so you'll have to read it to your own time. I see. Well, that's a bit unfortunate that you missed the entire thing. It literally just ended. It's a short story, though. It took 2 hours for me, but that's because I was voice acting and all that. It'll be much faster for you within 1 hour for sure. But yeah, thank you for joining, everyone. Have a wonderful 2024. It's gonna be an amazing year for all of us. It's gonna be a leap year, so there's gonna be February 29th, which is gonna be your last step's birthday. Look forward to that. And yeah, let's make it a year full of good luck and a year full of charm and fortune. Take care, everyone, and I'm wishing you the best. Later.